Good morning, and welcome to World in 5, your trusted source for comprehensive coverage of today's most pressing events.
Boeing has consented to plead guilty to a criminal fraud conspiracy charge after the U.S. government determined the company breached an agreement intended to reform its practices following two deadly crashes involving its 737 MAX planes, resulting in the deaths of 346 passengers and crew members. We have Shelby reporting on this.
The Department of Justice, DOJ, announced that Boeing will also pay a criminal fine amounting to $243.6 million, 190 million pounds. However, the families of the victims from the crashes 5 years ago have criticized this outcome, labeling it a sweetheart deal that enables Boeing to sidestep full accountability for the fatalities. By entering a guilty plea, Boeing will avoid the public scrutiny of a criminal trial, which the victims' families had been advocating for. Since the near-identical crashes of 737 MAX aircraft in 2018 and 2019, Boeing has faced intense scrutiny over its safety practices, leading to a worldwide grounding of the aircraft for over a year. In 2021, prosecutors charged Boeing with a single count of conspiracy to defraud regulators, accusing the company of misleading the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, about its MCS flight control system, which was implicated in both crashes. The agreement stipulated that Boeing would not face prosecution if it paid a penalty and successfully completed a 3-year period of enhanced monitoring and reporting. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
President Joe Biden sought to reinvigorate his struggling re-election campaign on Sunday as members of his party debated the viability of his candidacy. Concerns about his physical and mental fitness were heightened following a lackluster debate performance last week and a primetime interview with ABC on Friday, which further fueled speculation about his campaign's future. We have Anthony reporting on this.
In an effort to address these issues, Mr. Biden appeared at 2 campaign events in Pennsylvania, a crucial swing state, on Sunday. Despite these appearances, some Democrats continue to deliberate over the potential risks and benefits of having Mr. Biden, 81, lead the ticket. On Sunday afternoon, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries convened a meeting with senior Democratic lawmakers, during which Mr. Biden's candidacy was reportedly a topic of discussion. According to CBS, the BBC's U.S. news partner, 4 participants in the call suggested that Mr. Biden should withdraw from the race. At least 3 others expressed concerns about his chances in the November election. Throughout the weekend, several prominent Democratic figures shared their views in televised interviews, addressing the central question: is it riskier to keep Mr. Biden as the nominee or to replace him? Some argue that sticking with Mr. Biden could lead to a defeat against Donald Trump in November, while others believe that replacing him introduces many uncertainties. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks for that update.
David Lammy's worldwide first trip as Foreign Secretary, arranged at very short notice, isn't about achieving immediate results or exploring bold new horizons. It's primarily about perception, the image of a fresh, energetic administration eager to get started and full of goodwill towards some of the UK's key partners. We have Jensen reporting on this.
After spending an evening with his German counterpart, Annalena Baerbock, during which they managed to catch a few minutes of England's European Championship quarter-final, Mr. Lammy's tour moved to the picturesque country estate of Poland's Foreign Minister, Radoslaw Sikorski. Following a couple of hours of discussions, he was back on the plane for a short flight north to Sweden, one of NATO's newest members. Why choose Germany, Poland, and Sweden? Partly because of the situation in Ukraine. Alongside Britain, these 3 countries are crucial in supporting Kyiv's war effort. With the new Defense Secretary John Healey present in Odessa, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer's government wants to emphasize that the UK's commitment to Ukraine remains steadfast. After meeting with President Zelensky and Defense Minister Rustem Umerov, Mr. Healey announced that the UK would supply more artillery guns, 250,000 rounds of ammunition, and nearly 100 precision Brimstone missiles. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
Massive floods have recently inundated vast areas of India, Nepal, and Bangladesh, affecting millions and claiming numerous lives. Large-scale rescue operations are in progress, with authorities directing thousands to shelters and distributing food and supplies to families stranded by the rising waters. We have Alana reporting on this.
Major rivers such as the Brahmaputra and the Koshi, which traverse multiple countries, have overflowed their banks due to heavy rainfall. Floods and landslides are common during South Asia's monsoon season, which accounts for up to 90% of the region's annual rainfall. However, experts note that the situation has worsened in recent years due to climate change. In Nepal, authorities reported that 14 people have died since Thursday. Key highways are blocked, and some bridges have been swept away by swollen rivers. Officials estimate that this year's monsoon has resulted in more than 40 fatalities so far. They have urged residents in the southeast of the country to remain vigilant as the Koshi River, which flows through Nepal and India, is currently above the danger level. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks for that update.
Thanks for tuning in to World in 5 for your daily dose of news and updates. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on breaking stories and insightful analysis.